Do you feel like all you do is get upsold? You're so excited you want to buy some product and then, or they're offering it for free and boom, it's just an upsell. Gosh, I feel like that. And as realtors, I don't know about you, me, Kathy Byrnes, I want to buy everything and I'm getting a little annoyed at all the upsells. Well, good news today. I have a freebie that's really free. Yesterday, I did a training for realtors because I'm so passionate about realtors learning AI. You've got to. Well, anyway, before I get started, subscribe below. Hey, you're going to want to put your information down here below or DM me or something because I'm going to give this away. So I went on ChatGPT because I was going to train realtors on how they can utilize it in their business. But the truth is, so many of you don't even know where to start. It's overwhelming, so you don't. I ask realtors all the time, "What you doing with it, AI?" Nothing. What? What? I'm so baffled by it. But then I am a little possessed. But anyway, so I said, you know what? I'm on a team. And I just said to the team, I said, hey, can I use the office? Can I just offer a training for agents? I don't care what firm they're with, it's irrelevant to me. I want them to win. Just like I want to win, I want them to win. Now, the truth is, if they don't do it, if you don't do it, and you're in competition with me, and I am doing it, I'm going to win. I'm going to win on so many levels. I'm going to win from my energy because I'm going to be doing things much more efficiently than you. I'm going to have systems that are going to be streamlined to follow up with my clients, to improve my CRM. Like maybe I don't even use a CRM, but now I can because number one, I have time and I have AI to help me process it all. And I'm not talking about bots automatically, robotically talking to all my clients. No, they can create emails that are sound in my voice. You can clone my voice, and I don't mean sound, I mean style, back to my clients where I can review them. It's amazing what you can do with AI. So I am offering it to you. If you want this, now I did it all with ChatGPT. Now I didn't just say, hey, give me a training and spit it out. No. And it's as of what's today's date? Today date is February 5th. And so, because AI is changing so fast, it was even changing over the weekend as I was doing it. So, I have got a QR code where you're going to be able to go and just flash on this QR code. I guess I can put that in the comments. That's going to be my vision. If not, just say, hey, I'm interested, and we'll connect in the comments. Okay. But I'm going to try and make it so it's really easy for you and for me. So clearly I haven't thought this through. Transparent. Okay, so anyway, this is all the steps of what's the website, what's the app that goes with the website of ChatGPT, because there are other ones that use the symbol, but they're different colors. Um, it's not the extension on Google, none of that. I'm going to show you what it is because there's tasks on there. The first thing that I want you to know that's newer, maybe like 2 weeks old, is how to create your custom chat. And by that, I mean where it knows you personally. It knows your style. It knows how you think. How does it do that? Well, I'm going to walk you through the whole process of where to go within ChatGPT to find that specific spot because I need all the little baby details. I'm like a little fifth grader, I say. Tell it to me where you give me all the boxes to punch. If they're on the right side of the page, I want to know that. If they're on the left side of the page, because there's stuff all over the platform, right? I don't want to spend time trying to figure it out. Just help me do it. A, B, C, D, right? So that's what this is. So mine's, I think, around 13 or 14 pages. And so one of my objectives right off the bat is to get you started on the platform. Pay the $20. Pay the $20. Now there are some other tips on there. If you're already paying for the Microsoft Suite, Copilot has something that's supposedly comparable to the 200 a month program that ChatGPT is. I'm not spending 200 a month, so I don't know what that looks like. So that's going to be on you if you want to try it. Go for it. But if you're already paying for Microsoft Word, try it in there because it's all based on AI as well. So back to my point on the personal one. The reason this is so important and how you do it is you're basically going to be asking it to ask you questions. Now, one thing I'll tell you that I did in my training, when it's asking you the questions, it's kind of gets excited. You got to talk to it like it's your buddy, right? So like there were two occasions when it was asking me the 30 questions of my vision, my plans, blah blah blah, about my style, how I write, everything about you in a sense. So one of them, about number 6 or 7 in, said, "Hey, based on your answer, do you want me to go over here and do some things for you with that?" I said, "No, stay the course. We'll come back to that because you're going to be able to see the feed, right?" So I wanted it to stay the course. Otherwise, the squirrel that I am would have been distracted, and the squirrel that clearly I must be training it to be gets distracted as well. So I wanted to get all my 30 questions done. So when we get done with the questions, and this was part of the course where it's more personalized, so that's why I'm kind of telling you. So when it got done with the questions, you take that, it summarizes it. Now, I wasn't sure how to go do this because the chat that I'm working with, I'm doing the questions on one side, just a regular chat where we're going through asking questions. But on the other side, my right, your left on my screen, I don't know, the right side of the screen, underneath your picture is a pull down menu, and that's where you see it. I do have that described in my instructions. But that's where you're going to be putting in information. There's two boxes that you're going to fill in. One is you'll understand it. You'll be able to read the directions clearly on the first box. It's the second one that is really important because it's the questions. But you do it in a regular chat side. Sounds confusing, but I think you'll see it when you open up your screen and you follow my instructions. So now you go in there and you fill out that, and it summarized it. Well, when it summarized it, I questioned it. I said, "Am I supposed to copy all of these and put it in box number 2, or does your summary work?" It said, "My summary is perfect. You can copy it if you want to, Kathy. However, you could just do this and it will encapsulate everything that I've asked you and learned about you, and you can put it in box number 2." I said, "Okay." So I go to put it in box number 2 and only to discover, and this is the live part of that I'm teaching you that's not in the notes, only to discover there was only 1,500 characters allowed in that second box. So then I went back to the other side and I said, still staying in that feed, and I said, "Hey, I thought you would know better, but there's only 1,500 characters allowed in there. I need you to make it so it meets that criteria, but don't lose anything about me, okay?" And so, which was another lesson because it never would have been able to copy all 30 of those questions because it wasn't going to fit in that space. That must have been why it was pre-programmed for that. So now I copied over there and I hit save, and all of a sudden it disappears. And I'm like, what does that mean? Are all my posts that I do from now on, are you going to know my style in every single question that I ask? It said yes. How cool is that, right? So that's just one thing. Now we've just gotten started with it, and you're going to find these directions pretty darn easy. So I'll get that all figured out. Just let me know that you're interested because I am going to be putting this on Instagram, and I'm going to have a trigger word over there because I do want to capture your email address. It is free, but would I like to share other things with you? Yes. Am I upselling you? Not in this window in time because I got nothing to sell. Anyway, this is just about giving and hoping that if you like me and you like the way that I teach and give and train, and you're a realtor who says, "Boy, I wish I was around that kind of a real estate agent," and then maybe you want to schedule a business strategy call with me and say, "Let's talk about business. Maybe we should be partners in real estate with EXP." That's right. We might be a fit. We might not be. We'll see. Okay, so that is the main starting point, right? So now you're paying for your chat GPT. You knew which spot to go. You know which app to have. And now you've created your personalized one. Well, now I'm going to take you through different features that are in chat GPT. So there's tasks. There's how to create a prompt, the formula of a prompt, and how they stack. You'll start it all out. It'll answer some questions. You'll do another step. That's called the stacking. You're going to learn about that. That's an important piece because your prompts are very important in this stage of the game. And then after that, task. It's got tasks. Now me, I've just barely tapped into that, but I did put 10 ideas for realtors for different tasks that you could assign it to. So it'll give you a feel. And really what AI is all about is how your own creativity starts to happen. I mean, I can barely sleep lately because my brain is on fire with all the ideas of how I can do this. The tasks are wonderful. The first thing I did was I said, I want you to send me an email every single morning or notify me. It does send it by email, but it notifies me every single morning at 6 o'clock of any updates that it has. Well, and it'll go for spurts where it'll go, no updates today, no updates today. But today it had one. And for you people that are in California, the colleges, it's got StudyBuddy that it just created and it's launching in California. That's as of today. That just happened today. That was exciting because if it starts in California and they see success with it, because the colleges have been so fearful of it, stop, because it makes your mind think. So, anyway, that's why I'm saying to you, realtors, you better pay attention to what's happening here. This is so big. And if you got to do it, this is just the basics. My little 13 pages is the basics that's going to help you understand how to work it, how to use the basic tools that are in today's window in time, because they will keep changing. I did this a year ago in June. I taught a class in Portugal and it was completely basic AI. And I was so excited to share it. And they were baffled at the office that they were at because they didn't know anything about it. I'm sending this whole thing over to them so that they can do it and level up and keep leveling up because that's what I want to do. I really, really want to empower agents. My license plate even says empower. So let's see, we've got the task. Oh, there's projects. That's what it is. So the projects are folders. And if you notice, if you've been doing it at all, you've got all these different folders off on the left of different things that you've asked it about. And all that's great. The challenge, if you're like me, I've been doing this for over 2 years. My folders are going down forever, and there isn't. You can do a search on it, but it doesn't really find what you're looking for easy. So when the projects came out, which my task told me that it started, so excited. It said you can take some of your some of those folders that you have off on the left, and you can categorize them into projects. So, like one of the things that I do, I'm at an age where I'm paying attention to my health like crazy, and I have a whole folder on my health. And so, if I get different blood work back, blah, 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 I keep it all in there because I wanted to keep track and tell me what's going on with things like that. Some of my other ones are my business plan. The business plan, that is such an easy thing to do on here. I've talked about this on another video. I'll try and remember to put that link on there, but man, that was great. I have Portugal because I'm doing a lot with Portugal. So I have a whole project all about Portugal that's great. I work with a bank called Regent Financial that is amazing. I'll do another video on that. All kinds of projects that I've got going on. And that's my point. Your personal stuff, your business stuff, you can mix it all in there. If I have any question on anything in life, I go to ChatGPT. And one of the things that they've got when your menu, when you're going like your 440, your minis, and now this new O3, which is great too. And I do touch on that in my instructions because it's brand new. I haven't dove into it, so I don't know too much about it, but people are raving about it. I ask it questions on every single thing in life because why should I go try and figure it out when ChatGPT will help me figure it out in nanoseconds? I do it for my car. I got a classic car. I take a picture of the inside of my car and I say something's leaking in here. You know, where am I supposed to put in my radiator fluid? Things like that. And it says that thing right there, you know, it'll describe it. So then I knew. And different little things like that. A girl, she had an issue with her camera. She broke off the little thing that goes inside that holds all your pictures. I forget, a SIM card. Part of it broke off and she was ready to just throw the camera away. I said, wait, let's see if there's a solution. So I went on ChatGPT, told her how to do it with tweezers with the potential of saving it. I don't know if she saved it or not, but the fact was there's simple solutions out there for little questions that we don't have to spend forever trying to figure out, right? So I'm going to have a QR code and you'll be able to do this. And I don't know how to put it in the remarks, but just start making comments for me. And then I will see if there's an interest here because I'm going to do it over on Instagram too, where I will have my trigger word and I'll be able to get your email address easy. So if you want to follow me over there, it's Kathy _ Byrnes, Byrnes underscore LKN. That's my Instagram handle. And if you find me over there, which I believe the link is down below, you will see this post where I'm talking about this giveaway of 14 pages. So I hope you like it and share it with your friends and stick around. And if you are interested in checking out EXP, let's strategize. Let's create a business strategy call where we figure it out. Is it going to work for you? Am I going to work good with you? Or are you going to work good with me? Well, we got both got to agree, right? So let's go. See you in the next one.